probably many of you, I have been disheartened by all of the misleading reports on the economy, the tariffs, the fake news narrative. It's in overdrive that President Trump, he's destroying this nation. Once again, the Democrat machine, it's trying to convince you all of a lie because I'm telling you, the Democrats, they think Americans are stupid, gullible idiots. I mean, let's just take a look at one headline from the woke Atlantic. There it is. Trump is unleashing a chaos economy. Come on. Meantime, what Trump is actually doing is making this country wealthy again. Finally, he's putting a stop to us being the world's ATM.
We're not going to be ripped off anymore. No, I'm not going to bend at all. Aluminum or steel or cars. We're not going to bend. We've been ripped off as a country for many, many years. We've been subjected to costs that we shouldn't be subjected to.
Okay, where is the lie? Why should we have to pay these ridiculous high-priced tariffs, yet other countries, they pay low ones for our goods? Now that Trump is back, as promised, gas prices are now the lowest they've been in years. Inflation is also coming down. Egg prices are also finally coming down. Yet the fear-mongering from the left, it continues. Trump's results are already evident as a result of his tariffs. Even just the mere threats of them, manufacturing is coming back to America where it belongs.
Yesterday, General Motors was in. They want to invest $60 billion. The people from Facebook were in yesterday. They're going to invest $60 billion by the end of the year. Other people are talking about numbers. Apple, as you know, a few days ago announced $500 billion investment. They're going to build their plants in the United States.
Trust the process, folks. I know the headlines are scary, right? But Trump is the same guy who is ending the war in the Middle East and Ukraine. He's the same guy using a precision-targeted airstrike which killed a senior ISIS attack planner. The White House reporting multiple ISIS operatives were killed and not a single civilian was harmed. He's also taking out the Houthi terrorist rebels in Yemen. He's making the world safer. He's also the same guy who beat every single one of those politically motivated lawsuits because Democrats knew he would win the White House again. That's why they're so afraid of him, because they knew what he was going to do. He's the same man stopping the illegal invasion that was aided and abetted by the Biden regime. You know, it's hard to fathom, right, that our own president, the previous president, Sleepy Joe, incentivized, not just allowed, but even dangled money and housing for illegals to come here. And we now know that most of the illegals are, in fact, criminals released from prisons and mental hospitals. Once again, Trump was right. 80% of those arrested in Houston have criminal convictions. 80%. The border crisis, now a crime and fiscal crisis in almost every state across the United States. We're now learning that just last year alone, Florida spent $660 million on health care for illegal aliens. California, it continues to funnel billions, with a B, of federal taxpayer dollars into paying for illegal alien health care by exploiting a Medicaid loophole. Yet we're us, the Republicans, us on the right, anyone who basically disagrees with the radical left, we're the bad guys. We're the weird ones.
They are obsessed with culture war issues. The Republican Party is obsessed with culture war issues. It is weird and it is bizarre. And the American people deserve serious legislators, serious elected officials who are focused on bringing people together to deliver real results for the American people.
That's Congressman Sarah McBride of Delaware, slamming Republicans for calling him a man. The transgender lawmaker once again in the spotlight after this happened during a House hearing.
I now recognize the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ranking Member Keating, also wonderful.
Mr. Chairman, could you repeat your introduction again, please?
Yes, we have set the standard on the floor of the House, and I'm simply...
What is that standard, Mr. Chairman? Would you repeat what you just said when you introduced a duly elected representative from the United States of America? Please.
I will. The representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Mr. Chairman, you are out of order.
Yeah. You know what's out of order? McBride reading a book to children about how they can become transgender as well. Yeah. The brainwashing, the younger, they want to start them young because the brainwashing, the more effective it is, the indoctrination. The left, they know exactly what they are doing. McBride, you know, he may look different these days, but he's still the same man he's always been.
My name is Tim McBride. I'm the student body president at American University. I'm proud to join over 100 other student body presidents to sign this letter and send the message to the president and congressional leaders that bold action is required and required now. Our economic recovery and our long-term fiscal stability are far too important to be subject to partisan political point scoring.
So I posted about McBride on my social media, and I got a lot of hate. But it's the left that hates all of you. Look at what happened to this street preacher in San Francisco. All because he simply said that God made you perfect as you are.
He made the woman to be a woman, and this is the truth. What are you going to do? Come attack me now? I should. Hey, man, it's up to you. If you want to pull that on me, well, God bless you. So you just threatened me with a gun. You just pulled a gun on my face. Man, Lord have mercy on you. This means that you don't even know who you are. Nope, I still love you. Even though you pulled a gun on me, I still love you. I still bless you.
I'll be talking to that pastor live in just a moment. But, I mean, did you see that? Look at that gun. Look how big that gun is, that guy dressed up as a woman. He wanted to kill him for speaking the truth. Why is the left, why do they hate the truth so much? And that preacher, he remains unafraid. And like that preacher, don't be afraid. We cannot go along with this world of delusion and deceit created by the left anymore. It almost destroyed this nation to the point of no return. We still actually at this point don't know who is running this country for the last 4 years because the real president was whomever controlled that autopen. The Oversight Project analyzed Biden's signatures on various records, including last-minute pardons, and found that they were exactly the same. An autopen was clearly used.
You don't use autopen. It's, number one, it's disrespectful to the office. Number two, maybe it's not even valid because, you know, who's getting him to sign? He had no idea what the hell he was doing. If he did, all of these bad things wouldn't be happening right now.
Once again, Trump is right. All of these bad things wouldn't be happening if not for whomever signs all of those executive orders and all of those policies. Biden, a pale shell of his former self on display for the world to see, that weakness on the world stage. It's why we're seeing all this chaos happening. The Democrats and their propaganda puppets, aka the fake news, trying to scam us into not believing our own eyes, ears, common sense. Thou shalt not bear false witness against your neighbor. It's in the Bible for a reason. Exodus chapter 20, verse 16. It is a moral imperative to always call out the lies. Because when you don't call out the lies, you're basically condoning the lie. You see, if I had called McBride a woman, you know, what's the harm? I would be agreeing with him that God is not the ultimate creator, that yes, somehow God made a mistake. God doesn't make any mistakes. That was made clear when God saved Trump's life that fateful July 13th day, and when Trump won in a landslide victory so he could save this country.